Welcome back, dear students, for Standard 8, subject General Science. We will be doing with chapter number 2, Health and Diseases, module 2. My name is Ms. Jagjit Kaur. Students, before beginning with module 2, let's recall what we have studied in module 1. So we studied that health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-beingness and not merely the absence of any disease. Condition of disturbances in physiological or psychological process of body is called as disease. And any small organism that can cause disease are called as pathogens. Also, diseases spread through contaminated air, water, food or vectors are called as infectious diseases. And students, we studied about some of the diseases which are infectious, and those diseases were dengue, swine flu, AIDS and rabies. Now students, let's see the learning objectives of this module. So we will be studying about non-infectious diseases, causes and symptoms of cancer, diabetes, heart diseases. Then we will be learning about misuse of medicines, generic medicines and lifestyle and diseases. That means the relation between the lifestyle and diseases. Now students, let us understand what are non-infectious diseases. So diseases that do not occur through infections or body contact with infected individuals and rather arise in the body itself due to certain reasons are non-infectious diseases. For example, cancer, diabetes, heart attack, etc. Now student, let us understand about cancer. Uncontrolled and abnormal cell growth is called as cancer. Group or lump of cancerous cells is called as malignant tumor. Now what do we mean by malignant? Malignant means very virulent or infectious. And what does lump means? Lump is a compact mass of a substance, especially one without a definite or regular shape. Even students, cancer can occur in various organs like lungs, mouth, tongue, stomach, breast, uterus, skin and tissues like blood. Now students, let us see some reasons that may cause cancer. The first reason is consumption of tobacco, gutka, smoking and alcoholism that can cause cancer. Then lack of fiber content in the diet, that means lack of fruits and leafy vegetables in the diet. Excessive consumption of the junk food. Then the hereditary factors. Now what do we mean by hereditary? Hereditary is determined by genetic factors and therefore able to be passed on from parents to their offspring. Then the last is exposure to chemical and carcinogens and radiations. Now what do we mean by carcinogen? Carcinogens is a substance which is capable of causing cancer in the living tissue. Now students, let us see some of the symptoms. Now symptoms of cancers may differ depending upon the location and extent of spread of the tumor, that is cancerous cells. Now some symptoms are as follows: chronic cough, difficulty in swallowing and hoarse voice. Now what do we mean by hoarse voice? Hoarse voice describes abnormal voice changes. The voice may sound breathy, raspy, strained, or there may be changes in the volume, that is loudness, or pitch, whether high or low. Then the next symptom is incurable scar and inflammation. Now what do we mean by scar? Scar is a mark left on the skin or within body tissue where a wound, burn or sore has not healed completely and fibrous connective tissue has developed. Then the next symptom is lumps in the breast. The last symptom is unexplained weight loss. Now students, let us understand some of the modern techniques which are useful for the treatment of cancer. Now modern diagnostic techniques like CT scan, MRI scan, mammography and biopsy enable timely detection of cancers. Now what is CT scan? A computerized tomography scan uses computers and rotating X-ray machines to create cross-sectional images of the body. And what is MRI scan? It is a magnetic resonance imaging that uses strong magnetic fields and radio waves to produce detailed images of the inside of the body. Now what is mammography? The screening mammography is a specific type of breast imaging that uses low dose X-rays to detect cancer early or before women experience symptoms when it is most treatable. Then what is biopsy? It is an examination of tissue removed from a living body to discover the presence, cause or extent of a disease. Now, conventional treatments methods like chemotherapy, radiation therapy and surgery are also used for the treatment of cancer. Now, what is chemotherapy? Chemotherapy is a drug treatment that uses powerful chemicals to kill fast growing cells in your body. Then what is radiation therapy? It is a type of cancer treatment that uses beams of intense energy to kill cancer cells. And what is surgery? Cancer surgery removes a tumor and nearby tissue during an operation. Then modern techniques like robotic and laparoscopic surgery gives better chances of treating cancer. Now what is robotic surgery? Robotic surgery or robot assisted surgery allows doctors to perform many types of complex procedures with more precision, flexibility and control than is possible with conventional techniques. And what is laparoscopic surgery? Laparoscopic is also known as diagnostic laparoscopy. It is a surgical diagnostic procedure used to examine the organs inside the abdomen. Now students, even though cancer may arise due to various hereditary, environmental or lifestyle factors, some measures that can be used to prevent its onset are as follows. Certain types of cancers can be prevented by following a controlled diet. Then regular exercise may be beneficial. Physical exercise along with modern treatments may also help to treat certain cancers. Then habits like smoking, chewing tobacco, alcohol, etc. should be avoided. Now let's study about diabetes. Now what is diabetes? The hormone insulin produced in pancreas control the level of sugar glucose in blood. If insulin is secreted in low quantity, glucose level cannot be controlled and this disorder is called as diabetes. Now let's understand what are the symptoms of diabetes. The first symptom will be frequent urination, mostly at night. Then increased obesity. Now what is obesity? Obesity is a medical condition in which excess body fat has accumulated to the extent that it may have an adverse effect on health. And weight loss. Now students, let us see what are the reasons for diabetes. The first reason can be the hereditary factors, then obesity, lack of physical activity, or we can say lack of physical exercise, mental stress. And students, do you know that India has largest number of diabetes patients in the world? Approximately 7 crore diabetes patients are present in the country. Now students, let us understand about heart diseases. Now decrease in supply of the blood reduces the supply of nutrients and oxygen to the heart muscles, resulting in weakening of these muscles, thereby reducing the efficiency of the heart. This builds up stress on the heart as it requires to perform more work. Now, if someone has heart attack, immediate consultation of doctor and treatment is necessary. Now students, let us understand the symptoms for heart disease. Now a person suffering from heart disease will have severe chest pain. There will be pain in shoulder, neck and arms. A person from heart disease will have cramps in hand. Even the person will feel uneasiness, and the person with heart disease will have tremor or will feel tremor. Now what is tremor? A tremor is an involuntary, somewhat rhythmic muscle contraction and relaxation involving oscillations or twitching movements of one or more body parts. Now students, what are the reasons that persons suffer with heart disease? Smoking, alcoholism, diabetes, hypertension. Now what is hypertension? Hypertension is also known as high blood pressure. It is a long-term medical condition in which the blood pressure in the arteries is persistently elevated. Then obesity, lack of physical exercise, hereditary, mental stress, anger, anxiety. Now these can be the reasons so that the person will suffer from heart disease. Now students, let us understand the treatment for heart disease. Now if a person is suffering from heart disease, there are various treatments for which the person can undergo. So the first treatment is angioplasty. Now what is angioplasty? Angioplasty is a procedure to restore blood flow through the artery. The next treatment is bypass surgery. So heart bypass surgery, or we can say coronary artery bypass graft surgery, is used to improve blood flow to your heart. Now the next treatment can be open heart surgery. Now open heart surgery is any type of surgery where the chest is cut open and surgery is performed on the muscles, valves or arteries of the heart. Even open heart surgery is sometimes called as the traditional heart surgery. The next treatment can be heart transplant. Now heart transplant is a surgery to remove the deceased heart from a person and replace it with a healthy one from an organ donor. The next treatment is installation of stents. Now what is stent? A stent is a tiny tube that is inserted into a blocked passageway to keep it open. The stent restores the flow of blood or other fluids depending on where it's placed. Stents are made of either metal or plastic. Stent grafts are larger stents used for larger arteries. They may be made of a specialized fabric. Stents can also be coated with medication to help keep a blocked artery from closing. The next treatment is installation of pacemaker. Now what is pacemaker? A pacemaker is an electrically charged medical device. It is implanted under the skin to help manage irregular heartbeats called arrhythmias. Modern pacemakers have two parts. One part called the pulse generator, which contains the battery and the electronics that control your heartbeat. The other part is one or more leads to send electrical signals to your heart. Leads are small wires that run from the pulse generator to your heart. Now students, if suppose you come across any person who is suffering from heart disease, so what type of first aid you are supposed to give? The first thing is you will be calling the ambulance. The ambulance number is 108. So you will be calling on 108 and asking for the ambulance service. The second thing, you will be checking the consciousness of the patient by shaking the shoulders. Then after that, you have to keep the patient lying on the back in horizontal position on hard surface and perform compression only life support. In short, we can call it as COLS. Now in this, you have to press the center of the thorax for at least 30 times at the rate of 100 to 120 strokes per minute. Now students, always remember that each disease has specific scientific reason. Diseases do not occur due to divine curse or hating by anyone. Even you have to keep in mind that diseases can be cured by proper medical treatment and not by chanting mantras or performing magic tricks. Now students, let us understand the outcomes of the misuse of medicines. Now taking medicines without prescription or taking an overdose may affect our body adversely. An overdose of painkillers could damage the nervous system, liver and the excretory system. Even the high doses of antibiotics may have side effects like nausea, stomachache, dysentery, rash, white patches on tongue, etc. Students, now let us discuss about generic medicines. Now generic medicines are general medicines that are manufactured and distributed without any patent. The potency, we can call it as the power, and the quality of these medicines are at par with branded medicines. Even the production cost of these medicines is less as there are fewer costs associated with research since the formula is already available. This makes the generic drug more affordable as compared to its branded counterpart. Students, now let us see the influence of lifestyle on health. Now, lifestyle includes the daily routine, habits, and the type of food which is consumed by an individual. Now, certain habits like staying up late, waking up late, lack of physical exercise, changes in meal timings, consumption of junk food, etc. have increased considerably in recent times, thus directly affecting the health of an individual. In order to reduce the frequency of falling ill, individuals need to follow the right lifestyle. This includes obtaining sufficient sleep, right food, physical exercise, practicing yogasanas and pranayam, that is depending on one's own capacity. Now students, do you know that Government of India has declared the Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Yojana on 1st July 2015. Now in this scheme, best quality medicines are made available in affordable prices to the citizens. Jan Aushadhi stores are launched for this purpose. Indian companies export the generic medicines on large scale. However, those medicines are sold under brand name with high prices in India. But in America, 80% medicines used are generic. Due to this, hundreds of billions of money is saved there. Now let us celebrate Health Awareness Days. On 7th April, it is celebrated as World Health Day. On 14th June, it is celebrated as World Donation Day. On 29th September, it is celebrated as World Heart Day. And on 14th November, this day is celebrated as World Diabetes Day. As students, vaccination is important to prevent the infectious diseases, and also the importance of blood donation. You know that 1 unit blood donated by a person can fulfill the need of 3 persons at a time. For example, RBCs, that is red blood corpuscles, WBC, white blood corpuscles, and platelets. And even one can save life of 12 persons by donating the blood for 4 times a year. Now students, as we reach to the end of the module, let us see which are the points to be remembered. Diseases that do not occur through infections or body contact with infected individuals and rather arise in the body itself due to certain reasons are called as non-infectious diseases. And each disease has specific scientific reason. Also, diseases do not occur due to divine curse or hating by anyone. And also we studied about non-infectious diseases like cancer, diabetes and heart disease. An overdose of painkillers could damage the nervous system, liver and excretory system. Generic medicines are also known as general medicines. And students, even the lifestyle of an individual influences the health of that individual. Now students, this is an assignment for you all. The first question, distinguish between infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. The second question is, which are the main reasons of diabetes and heart diseases? The third question, write the information on modern diagnostic and treatment of cancer. The fourth question, what can be achieved or can be prevented? The first one, drinking boiled and filtered water, avoiding smoking and alcoholism, regular balanced diet and exercise, proper checking of blood before blood donation. Thank you, dear students.